Okay, so many of you will recall my initial criticisms of the mid-90s Corvettes, and most will apply to the 80s models as well. I think my biggest criticism is this little bitty cup holder thing they have here. Here's a regular bottle of water. Nope. Nope. So what I found is, if you just get small drinks from the fast food places, you're fine. Don't get bottled drinks from the store or anything like that, because they will not fit in here. There are some aftermarket solutions for this. They have a thing that's like clips in here and hangs over the side. You can use for cup holder. I'm just kind of judicious about what I buy, and I've kind of worked around it. It works really good for holding my iPod though. Stereo's great, awesome. Air conditioning controls are a little confusing. See it there. I just leave it set on auto and forget about it. This is actually removable so that you can see the control center here, which has your idiot lights in it. Again, I just leave it. It looks cool. I like it. Gauges are easily read. Most of the buttons are easy to access and intuitive. The leather, despite being a lot of years old and all that, is holding up well. Cushions still got bounce to it. You know, this is leather and it's holding up well. I think that probably my biggest criticism of the car, and it's not the car's fault, it would be the buyer's fault. I love this clear top in the winter. In the hot summer months here in South Texas, not so much. Now they do make a color-coded hard top for it that goes in place of the clear top, and I believe that was an option originally on the car. I would take that over the clear top, especially if you live someplace where the summers get a little warm and sunshiny. Because if I want sunshine, I can pop the top off. But I can't, and they do make shades and stuff that go up there, but you know, it just would be so much easier if I had the hard top for it to start with. But you know, this is what it had when I bought it, and so that's what I got. Let's see, anything else? Oh, the horn button. Okay, so if you hit, it's got an airbag here. If you hit here, it does not honk the horn. You have to hit this spot on the entire steering wheel, right here, to honk the horn. So honking the horn is a little difficult if you're in a hurry. I guess, you know, I've just not gotten used to it, and you really have to apply a lot of pressure to get it to work. So leather wrapped steering wheel, the shape of the wheel, everything is good. You know, visibility, mirrors, visibility is good, even out. Let me spin this camera around. Gotta flip the viewfinder around. Oh, who's that? Even out the back of the car, as you can see, visibility's good. Blind spots are almost non-existent because of all the greenhouse that the car has. Camera turned back around. So, I forget how many miles this thing had on it when I got it. Forget the gas mileage. I've been a little enthusiastic and I've been doing a lot of idling, but let's see, trip odometer and mileage. So I'm almost at 66,000. I believe it had 56 when I got it. So basically I put 10,000 miles on it. Pretty much trouble-free other than the water pump, and I went ahead and changed the Opti distributor while I was at it because it's near the water pump, and if it gets wet it messes up. So if you're in there, you may as well do both. I think that's it, guys. It is a fun car. It has really been a fun car. I think that the mid-90s, early 90s Corvettes are underrated. The C4 Corvettes in general are underrated in the market. So they're fairly inexpensive to buy, and I think that works for the buyer. I mean, you guys can have a lot of fun with one of these things. Now, everybody's going to want to know. Let me turn this back around so you guys can see me again. Let's see. This thing will focus. There we go. So, and I'm sure everybody's going to want to know, did you make a profit? So, I had to negotiate the price a little bit from what I wanted, but the answer to the profit question is, and that's why I bought this, was to flip it for profit. I've had it for basically 6 months. I made about $1,900 in profit on the sale of the car. So I think that's a reasonable return. What you don't get is the fun factor. You know, I've been driving this thing around and having a good time with it. And so the little bit I had to negotiate off the price, it's not a big deal. I kind of write that off to entertainment. So that's it, guys. I hate to see old Blue Thunder go, but there are other projects to move on to. I've got my eye on a C5 Corvette and a C6 Corvette. And one other thing that's a possible. Again, these aren't. I'm not buying these to keep. I'm not buying them to be mine. I'm buying them to clean up, fix a few things on, and flip. That means I have a specific price that I'm willing to pay for each. Now there is, and these aren't, and I don't do car videos. I'm just, you know, a lot of people were interested in what I'm doing, and so I was just kind of passing this along to you guys. And I know a lot of you, there have been people, it's funny, there have been people that have seen me driving this thing around the area, and I get emails all the time. Dave, you passed me up on the highway, and and I'm like, okay, yeah, that was me. Or I saw you at Wendy's. By the time I turned around and got back there, you were gone. I was like, yeah, sorry. So I know that there are people that are watching, and the guy that's buying the car lives here in the area, and I don't want y'all thinking he's related to me and cornering him up, and he's not. He's a young guy that goes to college, and his dad is buying this as a graduation gift for him. So it'll serve him well, I'm sure. But I have other projects and other things in the works, and hope to be back to auditing pretty quick. I believe we're going to be back to auditing real quick. Within the next 60 days or sooner. So, given that it's summertime and it's hot out, I don't audit that much anyway. So it doesn't really hurt me. I do other things in the summer most of the time. I'll do a few audits here and there. As a matter of fact, I'm actually working with some other local activists and, keeping busy and keeping out of trouble. So, the little car thing on the side, it's just something to do to make money. Like I said, that's all it's for. So we'll see what comes next. Like I said, I got a couple things I'm looking at, and I'll share with you guys. I like for you guys to know what I'm doing. But that is it, and we're saying goodbye to old Blue Thunder, and we'll see what comes next. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you again soon. Even ask me questions if you want about things about the car. things you like about the car?
Everything.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
You like the color?
Yeah.
That's the main thing you like?
Yeah, it's a pretty color.
It's an unusual color, huh?
Yeah. Everyone else has like black and white and red and tan cars, and then this is like a blue.
You rode in here before, right?
Yeah.
When it had the top off?
I don't think it had the top off, but I rode it.
When you get a Corvette, is it going to have a stick shift like this one, or is it going to be an automatic where you just like put it in gear and drive? You don't get to shift gears.
I don't know yet.
You don't know which one you like?
Not really. I like them both.